their new book, Decolonization and Me, Conversations about Healing a Nation and Ourselves. Please welcome award-winning author and founder of Orange Shirt Day, Phyllis Webstad, and Metis scholar, Kristy McLeod. Hello! First off, huge congratulations on this amazing and important book, and thank you so much for being here. Phyllis, welcome back. You were here last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am so thrilled to see you again. Now, Phyllis, many of you know you from your powerful story behind Orange Shirt Day. And what brought you and Kristy together to write this beautiful book?
We met through my publisher, Teddy Anderson, at Medicine Wheel Publishing. So he's helped me publish my many books, and I'll let Kristy tell how she knows Teddy.
Yeah.
I was Teddy's grade 8 teacher.
What?
I know, right? And he is now head of Medicine Wheel Publishing. And yeah, and he brought Phyllis and I together, and we created a set of videos for Phyllis to put a classroom platform out there for teachers with curriculum.
Oh, that's
And that's how I met Phyllis.
Oh my gosh, and you must be so proud of Teddy too. I was
I
going to
know,
say,
right?
what a full circle moment. That's absolutely amazing. Now, this book is described as a series of sensitive conversations centered around national truth and reconciliation, including personal stories and history. You even dive into denialist social media comments that you've received, Phyllis. The thing about this book that I love is it's not something that you just read, it's something that you participate in. Why was it important that you wrote it in that way, that kind of requires the reader to think?
So I'm a teacher, educator for over 20 years,
Yeah.
and really this is the approach that I use in the classroom. So the book begins each part by setting up the reader with questions that Phyllis and I get asked, and many other people as well, around that particular topic that I'm talking about. So the first part is about denialism, and so it has questions. And then it leads into information that's shared about that, along with our personal stories. And the intention of that was to connect the heart through those personal stories with the information. And then finally, that each part ends with reflection questions.
Yeah.
And for me, it was to slow us down, because we're often such consumers of information. We just kind of keep going and we don't really think about it.
That's true.
So the reflection questions were intended to slow people down and to understand how it was relevant to them.
I love that, and it's a book that I even found when I was reading it, when you put it down, you continue thinking about it. It's not something that as soon as you close the chapter, you move on to the next, like you were saying. You constantly have something to think about with your own life and your own self. Yeah. Now, Kristy, you recently said that change starts with the individual. So tell me a little bit about the significance of the title, specifically including the word me.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me, it began with me.
Yeah.
And so it began with me, my whole life being a process of decolonization, to try and learn those things that I took for granted or assumed were true, and then to understand that they actually weren't the whole truth. And so I actually believe that's true for all of us.
Now, as we've talked about, each section of the book includes those questions for readers to really reflect on. So what is it that you hope people discover about themselves, Phyllis?
My reason for the book was to address the incorrect attitudes, I guess, towards Indigenous people, and to fill in the gaps. And what I hope they take away from it is how hurtful comments can be on social media for Indigenous people, especially those who have loved ones who did not come home. They're going through a lot, and they don't need to be seeing comments on Facebook. So just to be a little kinder and watch what they say, and just, yeah.
I know you've talked about how sharing personal stories is the thing that opens up hearts. It opens people up. That must be incredibly difficult and important work. What is it that you do after working on something as important as this to make sure you're taking care of yourself?
I like to go to the mall.
I love that. I love
Retail
that.
therapy.
Good old retail therapy, always good.
Yeah, and just eating, sleeping, the basics in life, eating good, sleeping, exercising, and talking when I need to. That's really important.
Yeah, sharing for sure. That's amazing. Now, Kristy, you've said, I have it written down here, and this was something that I thought was really, really impactful and definitely made me think. You say that there's a difference between listening to learn and listening to respond. Can you elaborate a little on that? Because that really just got me thinking.
Well, for me, especially in the classroom, I noticed that most of us are trained and taught to debate, to respond quickly, and to rebut things. But I actually, for myself, believe that my most profound moments of learning are when I've just sat and witnessed and listened, and then thought about those things. And so for me, I think that decolonization, and definitely the process of truth and reconciliation, requires that we take time to just listen and not worry about being right or wrong. It's just listen and learn, because we all can learn something from each other.
It's very true. That is like so true. That was something that I've never been really able to articulate. And you're right, people listen to respond, and oftentimes conversations can become kind of a competition where you want to be the right one or you want to have kind of the final word. But this book really does force you to sit back, have that conversation with yourself, and know that this is an ongoing conversation that always needs to be happening.
You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason.
Oh, Phyllis, that was good. I'm gonna think about that literally forever. Phyllis and Kristy, I just a huge congratulations on this beautiful, beautiful, important work. It really, it's such an engaging read. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.